get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. As Juan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving your perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Nice light 2-mile run just to get the warm up going, just to get the legs moving a little bit. Seeing that I am about 24 hours away from putting the bib on, doing a half marathon tomorrow in Hollywood Beach, going down the Hollywood Beach boardwalk as the sun is rising. Incredible. It's going to be an incredible experience. Looking forward to it. So today is all about rest, stretching, getting it right, eating right, getting the proper things in my body to go out and crush this. The goal is always to win my age group, and eventually, at some point, I'm telling you, I will win a race overall. We'll come in number one overall at some point. Just gotta happen, training, putting in the work and all that kind of stuff. So as far as today's Move Swiftly thought, we're gonna get into some politics because, we got a lot going on. Got a lot to look forward to. Recording this Friday, January 17th, 2025. And not only do we have the NFL playoffs going on, but the Mondays be followed up by the College Football National Championship. Now, before the actual national championship, we have the inauguration. The inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. And, here we go now. We got a lot of politics, a lot of football, a lot of business, a lot of stuff going down, a lot of stuff to address as I'm coming into the next week, because now you in my lane. You talking my language when you talking football, you talking politics, you talking business. Kid growing up in the DMV, I was surrounded by all of that. That's what the business and the brand is really built on, when it comes to innovative teamwork, football, business, politics. This is what it's all about. So one of the things that really caught my attention as as the media world, as the world braces itself for everything that's going to be going down in the next 72 hours, is the fact that my personal, at least to my knowledge, my favorite first lady, we'll say it just like that. I guess I could still call her my favorite first lady, Miss Michelle Obama, has decided that she is going to skip the inauguration because of bitterness and because of, she don't like Trump and all this kind of nonsense. And, her saying that, or her doing that, kind of brought out some more conversation about the fact that, she skipped the funeral of the former president, Jimmy Carter, the late Jimmy Carter, and all that kind of stuff. And, I have had some thoughts on this because, again, Michelle Obama is one of the pillars, one of the leaders, just like when former President Barack Obama was elected into office back in 2008. And I remember I spoke about this quite a bit when this election cycle first started, and just how much of that energy, how much of that positive energy he and Michelle brought within just to people who are not familiar with politics. So, because of them, and I've said it on multiple occasions, if it wasn't for Barack Obama, I wouldn't care about politics. If I didn't see those two and see the way that it brought my family together, I grew up in Maryland. I was right there for the inauguration of Barack Obama, and I saw how it kind of galvanized the people of the city, galvanized my family for sure, and brought us together to be a part of something positive. That wasn't just athletes, it wasn't just entertainers. It was more so we were being known as intellectuals, right? So the fact that she has come out and decided that she's going to skip the inauguration after spending decades at this point, giving speeches about how, no, when they go low, we go high. I think it's a very childish move. It really is. And it pains me, and you could probably see it in my face and my voice. It pains me to have to speak negatively about this woman that I personally, again, from the public perception, from the outside looking in, huge admirer of her, huge supporter of her. And I've said it on so many different occasions why I've had it with black women. And when I say that, I don't say I had it with black women from the perspective of just the skin tone. I've had it with black women and the attitude and the lack of accountability, and the fact that when something makes them uncomfortable, when there's a bitter, when there's a spat, there's something that they need to speak to and address, too often we give them a pass and say, okay, they don't have to do it because we spoil them, that lack of accountability. And when it comes to a Michelle Obama, who is, again, certain people that are untouchable when it comes to the leaders, and the fact that a lot of young black girls look up to her. Not young anymore, they've grown to damn adults at this point. And to know that you are stooping to the level of them, a lot of them that I've dealt with in the past, you are stooping to the level that because you don't like a certain person, because there's a situation that you may feel is uncomfortable, you decide that I'm just not going to go, and you just leave your husband out to dry, and now he's there by himself, probably going to be the only president there, or only former president there, without his wife. I think that that's very much of a selfish move, and it pains me to have to say that about our former First Lady, Miss Michelle Obama. It hurts to have to admit that, but again, this is my channel, my brand, my business, and I got to keep it real. I got to be 100% honest with you, man. When you have built a career, built a framework, and built a mindset, and been known for saying no, when they go low, we go high, and for you to come back 10, 15 years later with this nonsense and decide that you ain't going, when again, it's fair. The American people spoke. They want Donald Trump, but they don't want Kamala Harris. All right, I was one of them that did not want Kamala Harris taking office because of a lot of the things that you're showing right now, and that's the part that I think is that just needs to be said. And as we close out, as we wrap up, again, this isn't going to be my only rant about this. You have to understand the importance, and this is why actually today I'm starting up a new series for every Friday. It's Faith-Based Friday. You have to understand the importance of making sure God is the only thing that you're actually worshiping. God is the only thing that you need to be governed by, because at some point, I don't care how big time or how well known or what the person is, if it's a person, at some point they are going to show that they're human and that they are not perfect. The only person that's perfect is God. So I'll leave it at that for now. Tap in with me on the Patreon. It's at patreon.com/as144. Do live streams Monday through Friday. So I'll be jumping on one in about an hour. I'll double down on this a little bit more as I address Pastor Grochel's message and some of my takeaways from it. Go to Life Church, by the way, but I won't start that. We'll start preaching. So main website, however, to check out, to dive deeper into all my work, it's makeyourmove.com. That's makeyourmove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.